Little cutie. Hiding won't get you very far. You know I'm gonna find you. And when I do, I'm gonna take my time kissing you. And then I'm going to make sure you feel it deep within your heart. The fear and agony of being mine. Of course, I wouldn't mean that in any bad way. You know me. I'm just here to prove that I'm the best. Now, what's that going to mean to you, little cutie? Found you. You didn't honestly think you'd beat me, did you? No, of course you didn't. But that was the point. It was a game of cat and mouse, right? You wanted to get just a bit more into things, and I wanted to find you. Woe is me, being as beautiful as I am, but as glorious too. I want to hit you till you break me out. Away with words. I'm not sure if you're just doing that to stroke my ego, or because you want more. Well, fine then. If you really want to do more, then by all means. However, if you do decide that, make sure you at least take care of yourself long enough to find a good hiding place. Otherwise, it's going to be too easy. Nothing personal, just... You know how it is. I'm good at everything. Doesn't work on you anymore. Well, I thought I could at least try. I mean, come on. What's the worst that could happen? It might work. Don't go getting cocky just because you've seen behind the curtain. It doesn't mean I'm going to stop being my confident self. Why would I? Even if there's a shell to it. A shell of taking you under. And what's the matter with that? You already know who I am and what I love. I'm not shy about it, little cutie. Oh, little cutie. You make me feel at home. You make everything that I'm worrying about, which is usually pretty sediment and not very important, the usual, worrying about what I should wear to look the most beautiful in my skin, worrying about how we can look beautiful together, and worrying about what my little cutie is thinking. Oh, come on, little cutie. So a classic like this will work every time. That way, if I smile at you with all this desire and want, you know exactly what I'm getting at. I don't have to beat around the bush, and then I get to be the wolf hunting my little sheep. I wonder, are you a wolf or a sheep, though? That's what I want to find out, little cutie. Now, whenever I close my eyes, I just think of naughty things between you and me. I told you it was 7 times last time, but I may have missed, give or take, 14. Well, tonight, because you were sleeping, and I didn't have a good way to wake you. I couldn't bring myself to it, so I took out that energy by taking it out on the socks. Now, from there on, we have to make things extra simple, extra fun, and unimaginably us. You see, it's going to be simple for the reason that I'm going to kiss you right now, and I'm going to say that it's going to be one of those slow, build-up kisses. I might kiss down here. I might kiss here. Or I might kiss those quivering lips of yours, little cutie. You never know with me. But isn't it a mystery that keeps you coming back? I mean, come now. What wouldn't you get from me? And you seem to be right into my praise complex. We'll call it a complex. But is it? Or is it just cracking at the seam? You've gotten beyond that, and... All teasing aside, little cutie. I owe you a lot. A lot of what I am today wouldn't even be possible if it weren't for you. Mostly because I would have kept living in my own self-delusion. And while I love who I am to a certain extent, there are many things about myself I wish I could change. Many insecurities, and as much as I joke about it, if you were ever to leave me, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I'd cry. Little cutie. I'd cry my eyes out. Even just thinking about it. Little cutie, you should be honored to have such a sentiment from me. I admit it. Everything I am. It may seem like a sham, but it's not. Not everything. And I'm going to continue trying to be the best me I can be. Of course, things with me and, well, Tobio-chan, it'll solve itself. I believe. And between you and me, you're just forbidden to leave me now. If you did, you'd have to pay a hefty fine. And in fact, I don't even know if you could get out of that contract. So, the point in all this is, let's stay together forever. Little cutie. You are so fun to tease. Even if I've let you into a part of my soul, I'm still not very confident on. It's still amazing to me. How you've managed to get through all those apprehensions. All those things that made me push everyone away. Of course, I was always looking, always superficially so. But now, I have someone that appreciates me for me. And that feels good. It really does. I can't explain that any other way other than you validate me. You make me feel like I'm not just some extra in this play. Do I make you feel special? Little cutie. I told you you wouldn't know when. Really trying to hype up my ego, huh? Well, flattery will get you somewhere. I just don't know if it's where you want to go yet. God, you're so cute. Well, I guess that's why you got the nickname, isn't it? You really earned it. Little cutie. Am I attacking from here? No. Right here. What about here? My little cutie. I just want to hit you like a volleyball. Oops, I did. But I think you knew that was coming. Of course, this time, I'm going to take you much more serious. Rejoice. I'm taking you as serious as my body can handle. No, I think you misunderstand the fact that perhaps I'm not meant to be the number one. But thanks. Thank you, little cutie. And when I least expected, you reassured me. How quaint of you, little cutie. It makes me feel soft, gentle. One right now, little cutie. I think your distractions are quite enough. Because, as you said, if I'm your number one, then that solves every problem I've ever had. You don't think I'm too exasperating, do you? Too difficult. Too aggressive. And what's wrong with being needy? I've always been needy to get more and more and more of you. I just want you to feel like the sheep you are. And I'll be the wolf that sinks my fangs into that tender neck of yours. Too much, isn't it? That's why I thought we'd go on a little walk. That way things get nice and easy for you. There's no need to get flustered, right? You don't have to worry. I promise it's going to be okay. Otherwise, what would I be bringing you out for? I mean, you can trust me, right? Well, it's okay if you don't. I mean, why would I complain? I could just earn that trust. I can, right? If I make you shy, if I make you blush, are those the ways that I earn it? Well, yes. You could call me that, if you so desire. Though there's a lot of different names for what I am to you. Master slave. You could call me prey or the wolf. Doesn't matter. But I think you are my sheep. And I'll be your wolf. When you say things so earnest and from the heart, of course it makes my heart skip a beat. I'm not sure what to say. I was going to tease you, virulently so, but how am I supposed to when you made me smile from the depths of my heart? Come here. Oh, you're not done yet, but I thought a little interlude would be a good way to go about it. Give you some of your own medicine. You're beautiful and handsome at the same time. I wonder if that's just a thing. Well, you made it a thing, whether or not it was or wasn't. God, I just love you so fucking much. Pardon my French, it's just, there wasn't a better word to describe you. Perfection. Well, not even I'm completely perfect. Neither of us are, but if I had to make a wager, I'd say you're just as perfect as me. Maybe even more. Little cutie. Like I said, I couldn't stay soft for long. You know, as a wolf, I have to do the mandatory covenant. Get closer over here. And get right up in that sweet ear of yours. Look at you, little cutie. I can't wait to sink my fangs into you. But why don't we be off and go on our lovely little walk? And of course, I'll give you this. I promise it's not a shock collar. It's just a regular one. I thought it suited you. Technically, it's not a collar at all, it's a choker. And quite a stylish one that... Well, beating around the bush never suited me, so it's for you. I hope you enjoy it. It's better than a ring, I thought. Mostly on account that it's sort of like a flex. but more on the accounts that I just wanted you to see me as not greedy. A lot of people think because I'm vain, I'm greedy. Those are two very different things. And besides, you're an exception to people. In fact, I'd say there's no other person I've ever felt this way for. Though I'm pretty sure everyone ever says that. So, it sort of takes the special out of it. So I guess I've got a long way to go, huh? Not as long as I might think. Careful now. Stroking this ego too much will make me pounce on the opportunity. Little cutie. Was it meant to be a compliment? If it was, then don't be surprised if we don't exit here very quick. I mean, after all, what's the best that could happen? We could not make it out the door, take a little walk, and turn right around and make it 18 for today. Oh, sorry. Did I not mention it was 17? I thought I did. Maybe I miscounted. Doesn't matter. It's gonna be 18. Well, the amount of times. And putting aside my own unique way of going about it, you've got to promise me. Promise me something, okay? This is very important. And as much as I'd like to make light of it, I can't. Now listen to me. And listen well. I want to make this work. But I need to know if I'm going to be able to give you what you need. So, are you trying to take, or give, or both, or what? Relationship doesn't work if everything's going into one person and out the other. And not that I'm saying it is, it's just seeing relationships go that way isn't exactly fun. So now, with you, I don't want to make those mistakes. I don't think anyone does, even the worst. But still, when I see you, I get a little nervous. Maybe that's part of my weakness. You surprised me with that. I expected you to... Well. The last thing I expected was you to turn things around. Well, if you insist, then I suppose that's how it'll be. My little kitty. Looking fine with that. If I do say so myself. Oh, come now, would I lie to you? Why would I have to? Why would I want to? Not at all. You're so much more than a lie. And I hope you know I'm serious on that. I would tease around about it, but it just wouldn't have the same effect. Some things are better left unsaid. With that said, will you take this hand? I'm going to take you for a walk. Well, that makes it sound a bit more pet and master-like. I didn't exactly intend it that way. All jokes aside, let's get going. Oh? Don't want to leave yet? Or what? Embarrassed about the choker. Don't be. I don't have any dubious means with it. I could have teased you, but I figured you deserved to know that much. As well as get something nice. There's not enough nice in your life, is there? I know that's how it goes sometimes. It's okay. You don't have to worry about that now, because you've got me. No longer will that be an issue. Oh, come now, little cutie. As much as I'd like to tease, I have to make something clear. When I've made such an effort and told you this, when you look into my eyes, do you doubt for a second that my heart is all yours, little cutie? You could even ask my arch nemesis, Tobio-chan. I'm sure he'd agree. I'm madly in love with you. That's just how it is. No questions asked, no strings attached. I just love you. And I wish you'd understand it and take it at face value, little cutie. If you did, I'd give you a reward, of course. I mean, come now. What's the worst that could happen? Me teasing you a bit. And the best is me teasing you a bit. So you can't really win or lose. It's more of a happy middle ground. And let's be honest here. I know how you feel. At least a little bit. I'm a bit nervous with you and compensate with my attitude. But when it really comes down to it, I guess it's sort of my comfort zone. When I think of you, I think of all the things and potential and fun and all that anxiety. I might be a wolf, but I can sometimes be sheepish. I think anyone can. And what of it? What does that matter? Does it take away from me as a person? I should hope not. You seem flawless to me. And I don't mean to say that in a way of making you more nervous about some lofty expectation. No, that's not what kind of person I am or what I mean. No, you're just incredible to me. I feel like there's no one when I look at you. It doesn't matter how many people are around. I know there's a good dozen people in sight. But to me, there's only you. Have you ever seen just one star in the sky, despite there being billions of them? Have you ever seen one that just sticks to you? You can always find it no matter where you are, and it's different. You're like the North Star. My North Star. Whereas everyone might find their own different one, I've found you. Little cutie. Oh, come now, little cutie. You know I'm good for this. You know I'm not messing with you, and that I would never lead you on. This is how I believe. How I see things. My feelings are as clear as day. Will you accept them and take my hand? Good little cutie. Does it make you embarrassed to get praised by me? I sure hope so. Otherwise, when you... You... naughty little thing. Managing to say something so earnest and kind. Breaking my cool facade. Right then and there. That's evil, you know. Quite evil. But what can be done about it? It does just add to your list of wonders, isn't it? How you're able to make me blush and fluster me so easily. I like when you were telling me about that dream. To think you had such a dominant approach and... No, not like that. I mean, yes, that part too, but the fact that you were bold enough to even attempt it. I still can't believe you told me. Bold move. Quite bold move. I like it. The more bold you can be, do it. I like that kind of thing. Though just don't expect me to roll over and take it either, because a wolf has his pride. And in this case, my pride is absolute. Well, at least until you tease. Little cutie. Oh, I love you, my little cutie. How you make me feel so alive. On second thought, little cutie, maybe this walk wasn't the best idea. We can go this way, come on. Back home, back home. Might seem pointless, but, well, it's your fault, so I'm not gonna hold back. Oh, I guess it would be tedious to go all the way back. Guess I better take you here and, well, hold you in my arms. Make you feel small, you name it. Look at who's beautiful, little cutie. Well, I can't help it. When you try and tickle me and I resist it. Of course I'm going to make a sound. I'm not making illegal sounds. If I was doing that, I'd go, ugh, or something like that. What? Never heard someone do a fake before? Well, you don't have to worry about that. Mostly on accounts that, unless you make a habit of tickling me. Look at you, little cutie. Trying to do what I just said not to. That's a big bad, little cutie. Now come on. You didn't think I'd let you get away with that, did you? Of course not. Be real. You already know what it's like to be second place. Well, guess what? You are fucking first to me. My little cutie. That's why I'm gonna take you so close. And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by trusting you with everything. My passion, my touch, and all of my kisses are yours. Because, little cutie, as much as I want to tease you, I can see it in the back of your eyes. You don't think you deserve this. And that makes me sad. Don't think for a second. You're below me, okay? That's why I'm not joking about it. Because it hits close to home. Your particular insecurities. I guess I used my vain attitude to compensate, but come here. I wouldn't hug you, and someone as proud as me in particular wouldn't hug you unless they felt that way. Unless I believed the words that I'm saying, which I do, most definitely. I believe you deserve this love. Now shut up and accept it. You have no choice in the matter, of course. After all, why don't you tell me? Who do you belong to? And I'm not saying that in some kind of toxic masculinity way. That's so cabaret. I don't need that. I need something more. I need you to be mine, choosing to, of your own volition. I need to know that when I wrap my arms around you like this, little cutie, that things are gonna get just a bit more crazy. I want it to be fun, exciting, and oh, so close. Now I could continue to poke fun. Well, it wasn't exactly that from the start, was it? It was me making sure you know, no matter what happens, I'm gonna take good care of my little cutie. And of course, how much you mean to me. You should know that. That's why I'm going to pick you up and take you Right where I want you. If a kiss is worth 1,000 words, then your kiss would be worth 1,000,000. Little cutie. I hope you know everything about today went wrong. In terms of my plans, that is. I planned for us to go to a cafe, have a kiss on sunset, and then ride in a gondola. Of course, plans don't always go that way. But I think I like our iteration of it. We can make it 18 for today. Like I said. However, I wouldn't mind if it's more. I think I'd rather just told you right now, my sweet little bean. I hope you realize that despite my immense, shyness in saying this, I love you. Plain and simple, right? I wish it were plain and simple sometimes, but I realized I can't go waiting for it to change. I've got to make my own change. And if I want to do that, then I need you for it. I need you for all of this. So, ready to accompany the prince of this world? Ready to hit it till it breaks? I know I am. Little cutie. We never finished our game. Look at you. Daring to tickle me. Well, I'll have you know I won't stoop to such levels. Instead, I'll just have to give you a piece of your own medicine. Kisses. Check. Holding you closer than anyone? Check. Of course, we can't forget about the rest. You know, what needs to be done, like me humming to you. You know you're not alone. You never will be. As if I'd have time to leave my little cutie all alone to be swept away by someone else. No. As if there was someone better than me. I'm mostly worried just because it might be scary getting hit on. That's why you should keep me around all the time. They'll know to keep in mind their business. I'm usually taller than most fellows, just saying. Though, putting that aside, little cutie, thank you. I can't very well put it into words how much you mean to me, and how much I think of you. Every day since we met and became really close, it's been wonderful. Short, sweet, and to the point. But the point is, you make me feel less broken than I am. And you make me happy to be me, which is something I never thought I'd find. I thought I could convince myself forever, and keep that confident air about myself to convince myself of something, instead of just everyone else. But turns out I'm not a great actor. Instead, I'm adapting to become just about as cocky of a bastard as I pretended to be in a way. You've made me able to do that. Able to face my very own demons, although they might not be the most severe ones. I'm still facing some. But I'm proud to say I'm working on it. And I'm more proud to say you're the perfect one for me, and the only one. So, if you have the adoration about me as a fan, as someone who's an admirer too, then understand how much
this all means to me. Having you in my arms, little cutie. I'd never trade that for anything. And it doesn't matter when, where, or what. Nothing matters but you. Know that I mean that probably too seriously. Probably more serious than it's meant to be meant. And even still, so what? If I had to choose between the world and you, I'd choose you. 1,000,000 times over. So instead of ever doubting that, won't you just hold me close and let me make those sweet dreams of yours come true? I want nothing more than you, and I'll accept nothing less. Afraid you got yourself a stubborn man. Whatever will you do now? Good choice, little cutie.
Look at you, making me smile and laugh after I was on the verge of tears. You really are a miracle worker, and deserving of me. So, why don't we solve this game of tag of ours? Hide and go seek, cat and mouse, or wolf and sheep? You name it. I'll make your dreams come true. No matter how devious or extravagant, I'm your man.